To find the roots of given quadratic equation by factorization method from practice set 2.2 of quadratic equation of class 10th algebra. Okay, and straight away the question number 1 is x square minus 15x plus 54, and you have been asked to solve this by factorization method to find the roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay, now what you have to do first of all is just convert the given quadratic equation in the general form if it is not there. Here the given form of quadratic equation is already in the general form of quadratic equation, so we'll focus on the coefficients of the equation. Here coefficient of x square is 1, and we know coefficient of x square is a. Here b is minus 15 and constant term c is 54. So you have to focus on this constant term 54, that is c. Factorize 54 and check out the factors which will satisfy the middle term of the quadratic equation. Actually this 54 or the constant c is to be factorized, is to be multiplied by the coefficient of x square. Here coefficient of x square is 1, so 54 into 1 is 54. That means you have to factorize only 54. Then you have to find the factors which will give you the middle term, either by subtracting or by adding. So factors of 54, we know that factors of 54 9 and 6. 9 6 is 54, and if you add these two factors you will get 15, but we want negative 15, so we'll give minus sign to both. Okay, minus into minus plus, 9 6 is 54, and minus 9 minus 6 it will be minus 15. So these factors satisfies both conditions, that is product 50 plus 54 and subtraction or addition minus 15. Okay, now just replace minus 15x by minus 9x and minus 6x, so that the equation will be like this: x square as it is minus 9x minus 6x plus 54 equals to 0. Now from this pair and from this pair, take out whatever the common is there. Here you can see here x is common, so if you take x as common, x will be there minus 9. Here too you can see, if you can take minus 6 as common, you can write here x minus 9, okay, is equals to 0. See, minus 6 into x minus 6x, minus into minus plus minus, okay, 6 into 9 54. Now again you can see here the bracket x minus 9 is common, so we'll take it as outside. So x minus 9 into, and remaining will be in the another bracket, so x minus 6 it will be. Okay, now here product of two brackets or product of two terms is 0. We know that if the product of two terms is 0, that means either of the two must be 0. Okay, so we'll write either x minus 9 equals to 0 or x minus 6 equals to 0. If you take this, if you can remove these brackets also. Now if you take this minus 9 to the right hand side, you will have x is equals to plus 9, or here x is equals to plus 6. Okay, so these are the roots of given quadratic equation. So 9 comma 6 are the roots of given quadratic equations. Okay, in this way you have to find the roots of the given quadratic equation. Now we'll go for the next quadratic equation and next question. Okay, Question 2 is x square plus x minus 20 is equals to 0. Now again, in the similar way, first see whether the given quadratic equation is in the general form or not. So this is general form of quadratic equation. Now go for the constant and the coefficient product. So minus 20 into 1, so it will be minus 20, and factorize minus 20. So if factorize my minus 20, you know factors of 20 are 21, 10, 2, then 5, 4. Okay, in this way. Now you have to check which pair suits the middle term. So this will not suit because either subtraction or addition will not give 1. This will also not suit. This will suit, but you have to go for the sign. You want product as negative, so one of the terms should be negatively signed, and you have to check for the sign of the coefficient of x, it is plus, so you will be giving plus sign to the 5 and minus sign to the 4, so that their subtraction will give you 1, that is the coefficient of x. Okay, and their product will be plus into minus minus 5 into 4, 20. Okay, so just replace this x by plus 5x minus 4x. So the equation will be like this: x square plus 5x minus 4x minus 20 is equals to 0. Now from these two and from these two, see what can be taken out. So here x is common. If you take x as common, here x will be there plus 5. If you take here from here minus 4 as common, then you will have x plus 5 in the bracket. So here x plus 5 and x plus 5 are common brackets, so just take them once, x plus 5, and remaining will be in the another bracket, that is x minus 4 equals to 0. Again the product of two terms is 0, so we can write either x plus 5 equals to 0 or x minus 4 equals to 0. If you transfer 5 to the right hand side, its sign will change. Here also x is equals to plus 4, therefore the roots are minus 5 and 4 are the roots of given quadratic equation. Okay, in this way you have to find the roots of the quadratic equation. Okay, now we'll go for the third example. So the third example is 2y square plus 27y plus 13 equals to 0. Okay, now again same procedure you have to follow. The general form of standard or general form of the quadratic equation, then go for the coefficients, and then product of coefficient of y square and constant. So here 13 into 2, it will be 26, and you have to factorize the 26. Okay, so you can see 26 ones are 26, and 26 and 1 if they are added, you will get 27, that is the coefficient of y. So just replace 27y by 26y plus 1y. So here I will write 2y square plus 26y plus y plus 13 is equals to 0. Now take out common from these two and these two terms. So you can take common as 2y from here, and y will be there plus 13. If you take 1 as common from these two, you will have y plus 13. Okay, now again you can see y plus 13 is common, so y plus 13 will write in ones, and then 2y plus 1 in another bracket. So again product of two terms is 0, so we can write y plus 13 is equals to 0, or 2y plus 1 is equals to 0. So y can be minus 13 or y can be minus 1 by 2. So minus 13 and minus 1 by 2 are the roots of given quadratic equations. Okay. Now we'll go for the next quadratic equation, question number 4. Example number 4 will solve and find the roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay. Now the question number 4 is 5m square is equals to 22m plus 15. Okay. Now we'll take right hand side to the left hand side, both the terms first. Okay. So this will become like this. Now it is simple form of general form of quadratic equation. Then we'll multiply constant term into the coefficient of m square. So minus 15 into 5, it will be minus 75. You have to factorize minus 75. So that those two factors should give minus 22. Okay. So we'll have 25 into 3. Okay. So it will be 75. You have to go for the sign. You want minus 22, so we'll give minus 225 plus 2 3, so that we will get 22 as minus sign. Okay, just replace minus 22 by minus 25 and plus 3. So here I will write 5m square minus 25m plus 3m minus 15 is equals to 0. Now take out common. From here you can take 5m common, so m minus 5 will be there. From here if you take 3 as common, you will have m minus 5, okay, remaining. Now again you can see m minus 5 is common, so you can write other two terms in another bracket, and here it will be like this. So product of two terms is 0, then I can write m minus 5 is equals to 0, or 5m plus 3 is equals to 0. Okay, so here m will be equals to, this will be taken, if you take this to the right hand side, it will become plus, and here it will be minus 3, then m is equals to minus 3 by 5. Therefore 5 and minus 3 by 5 are the roots of given quadratic equations. Okay, in this way you have to solve the given quadratic equation. Now we'll go for the question number 5. Okay. Example number 5 is 2x square minus 2x plus 1 by 2 equals to 0. Okay. So now again, first you will have to see whether the given quadratic equation is in the simple form or not. So you can see here it is 1 by 2. So just multiply the whole equation on the left hand and right hand side by 2, so that this 2 will get cancelled and you will have simple form of quadratic equation. So we'll multiply by 2 on both sides. So here if you multiply by 2, here if you multiply by 2, it will become 4. Okay. But here if you multiply, the 2 will get cancelled and only 1 will be there. So this will be the simple form in the general form of quadratic equation. Now, so 4 into 1, it will be 4, and you have to factorize 4 so that the factors should satisfy minus 4. Okay, so factors can be minus 2 because you want minus 4 in the middle term. So 2 minus 2 will become minus 4, and minus into minus plus 2 into 2 4. So we'll write here 4x square minus 2x, okay, plus 1 equals to 0. Now take as common 2x from here. If you take 2x, then it will be here will be 2x minus 1. Now here, from here, if you take minus 1 as common, so it will become 2x minus 1 equals to 0. Then 2x minus 1 is common bracket, so we'll write it as once, and remaining 2x minus 1 will be. So both brackets are here repeated, so I am writing it, you can write it at once only, or you can go for twice only. Okay, so 2x minus 1 is equals to 0, or 2x minus 1 equals to 0. So 2x is equals to 1, here also 2x is equals to 1, and x is equals to 1 by 2, or x is equals to 1 by 2. Therefore 1 by 2 are the roots of given quadratic equation. Okay, in this way you have to solve the given quadratic equation. Okay. Now we'll go for the question number 6. Example number 6. The example number 6 of the question number 1 is 6x minus 2 by x is equals to 1. Now again, see, the quadratic equation given is not in the general form, so you have to convert first this into the general form. So we'll multiplying by x on both sides. We'll multiply this equation by x on both sides. So if you multiply here, it will become 6x square. If you multiply here, okay, so x will get cancelled, it will be minus 2 only, and here 1 into x, that will be x. Take this x to the left hand side, so that it will become like this. Now this is the general form of the quadratic equation. So 6 into minus 2, that will be minus 12, and factorize minus 12, you will have 4 and 3. 4 3s are 12, and you want minus sign for the x, so you will have like this, so it will become minus 1 here. So we'll write 6x square minus 4x plus 3x. You can write 3x here, minus 4x here. Okay, you can change them. I mean, I'm taking from starting first factor first and then second factor. You can take second factor first and then first factor second. Okay, as you wish. Now take common from here. You can take common 2x. So if you take 2x from here, it will be 3x, and here it will be 2. Now if you take common from here as 1 only, so you will have 3x minus 2 equals to 0. See, whatever the bracket comes here, you have to think for the same bracket to come here, and for that you have to take common the term, so that this bracket should be repeated. Okay, if you go through the 5 examples earlier we have solved, you can see that. Okay, now look, 3x minus 2 bracket is repeated, so we'll write it as only once, 3x minus 2 into 2x plus 1, so equals to 0. Okay, now product of two terms is 0, so we can write 3x minus 2 equals to 0, or 2x plus 1 equals to 0. we can write 3 here, we can take 2 to the right hand side, so it will become plus, then x is equals to 2 by 3, and here 2x is equals to, if we take 1 to the right hand side, then this will be like this. Therefore 2 by 3 and minus 1 by 2 are the roots of given quadratic equations. Okay, in this way you have to solve the quadratic equations.